we're going to talk about a useful check that we can do on our calculator when we're doing composition of functions. So just to note, we can't input some functions and get the calculator to spit out the composition of the functions, but we can check if what we do algebraically is correct. So over on the left, I have a couple of functions. I have f of x, which is x squared plus 4, and g of x, which is 3x. And I'm asked to find f of g of x. So first I'm going to just work this through algebraically. So I'm just going to input g of x into f of x. So I'm going to get f of g of x is going to be 3x squared plus 4, which is equal to 9x squared plus 4. Now this is a relatively simple example, so you may not need to check it, but if there's a more complex example that you're not sure about, this can be incredibly useful. Okay, so on my calculator, I'm going to first plot my first function f of x. So this is going to be x squared, x squared plus 4. Okay, there's my first function. I'm going to add my second function, g of x, or the calculator will call it f2 of x, and this is going to be 3 times x. Again, I plot that. Okay, so there are my two functions, and I want to find the composition. I can type that directly into my calculator. So if I hit tab again, instead of typing in my new function, I want to do f of g of x. So I want to input g of x, or the calculator called it f2 of x, into f1 of x. So I can just type f1 of f2 of x. And so my calculator, although it won't spit out the function, it will display it on the graph. Okay, so we can see, let's shift that slightly, this black graph here is our composition where we've input f2 of x, so g over here, into f1. Now my useful check is I can now plot what I calculated was my function, so 9x squared plus 4. I can hit enter, and I can check that it seems to be the same. It overlaps that black function completely. So as a useful check, it looks like I've done the composition correctly. So I can do this with much more complex compositions just as a useful sense check.